Hi, kids and cadets. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I hope you have a good week this week. Scrapper that delivers showed up yesterday. He had called me, said had a Troy-Bilt, maybe for parts or in pieces, but it came in as one piece. Only thing I see is the front end here. Something hit it. I see a big dent in the plastic and the wheels bent in. Usually when they're bent in, I take the wheel off, grab a adjustable. I have a long adjustable, put it on the metal tab and tweak it straight. But in this case, I think I'm just going to switch the whole thing out. I had done a job with you guys last week. I had a bad engine machine and a bad deck machine, and I'm in the process of putting those together. This came off, I believe, a Murray. So what I'm going to do is just switch it out. It just won't say Troy-Bilt on it. It's straight, and the wheels, I could switch the wheels over to this axle. That won't make a difference. That way the fronts and the backs line up. So we had sanded the shit out of this deck. I went ahead and OSFO'd it, primed it, and then painted it. So I had saved the Troy-Bilt front end and the Troy-Bilt rear end. I'm going to put it on the deck, and I've got an engine nearby that's going to be part of this. So I've been letting this thing bake every day in the sun. It took a couple of days for it to really harden up. The second day it was still soft, but out here in the 80-degree Florida sun, it's really hardening up nicely. Got spring training going on. So we'll talk about the rest of this stuff. And this is yesterday's goodies. Scrapper that brought me this, that delivers, said he has a couple of pumps and he's going to see if he's got one that will work on this. I do believe the pump's frozen on this. There's no action on the recoil, but I'll get to that later. Mess with that. This came in from the local scrapper. I degreased that yesterday. Washed the filter with some Dawn and a toothbrush. Let that dry. So I'm going to go through this. I think this will be fine. And then we have this 14-inch still that he wants a new filter plug and put this brand new chain on it. So I'm busy. So when he had this on the truck, I reached underneath and was able to spin 360. The handle was folded down. We're missing one butterfly on the other side. So the reason I think it may be a good one here is the cables rusted and broke. So I think they ditched it. And I don't know what happened to that front end, but we'll rectify that. So this has got an automatic choke. I just want to see what the gas looks like. I've got a container and a turkey baster. This happens to be 2018 550EX. It's the Troy-Bilt 21-inch TB110. The engine's the 09 Papa 702 4, or wait a minute, let me start over. This plane's distracting me. American Airlines is distracting me. The engine model number 09 Papa 7020144 Frank 1. So let me take a small sample. This thing's been well used. They've been banging into a fence or a brick wall or something. The plastics there are all screwed up. Let me go to the very bottom here. Here comes FedEx ground. He's stopping next door. See if there's any water in here. It could be all water. I think it is water. Complete water with a little bit of gas mixed in. Because there's no smell to it, a very little smell. So this is a water-filled tank. Let me take another draw. I should probably take a draw from the top. I'll do that. Yeah, now we got gas on the top. I saw it was yellow. See the difference? Yeah, the first draw was all water. Then the stuff from the top is the gas water sink. So we know what we need on this. You know, we're trying to burn water. We got a safety brake cable that's in op. Let's goose this. Okay. Real oily filter. Let's look at the oil level. This thing looks like shit. So oil level, goose it, and then I gotta put a clamp there or something on the safety brake. So let me come over here. Blade look crappy too. Okay, it's at the top hole on the oil. Blade was all chewed up. Probably the original blade it looked like. It didn't look promising at all. So it needs a few things. 20 bucks for that machine. It'll be a good seller when it's up and running. I was able to spin 360, so I was not worried about an engine lockup. Okay, I got a pair of channel locks here. Not my normal pair, but let's see if we can do it. So I'm still building up my inventory. Little slow last week. Had a rainy day, and towards the end of the week, I wasn't hot to trot. Somebody's already bent the linkage here. Okay. Okay, that'll get us something to pop off. FedEx Ground is hauling ass. He's got a truckload of crap to deliver. Okay, automatic choke. The choke flap is closed position, so that seems to be working. Sitting a while, there's a moth here on the back of the air filter. Okay. Let's yank on this. Maybe it'll be a one-shot Annie on the TB110. One. Okay, finally kicked off. Clucky went on a tumble. Little hesitation there, but it's promising. Let me give it another one and see if it sounds a little bit better. Okay, it's kicking off, so I'll throw that one on the table. Water and gas are not cohabitating here. So he had some 2-cycle stuff on the truck. I said, you're going to get rid of any of that. Sometimes he keeps it and tinkers with it himself and sells it. He said, no, I want to get rid of it. So he grabbed both of these stills. They were both the same model, BG 55s. One missing the cover. Deteriorated bulb on this one. This one was serviced at Preferred Turf on Cattleman Road, 850 Cattleman Road. They got their sticker on both sides. So this one was sitting a while. There was a bunch of dirt and leaves that fell out of this one. Seems to have good compression. I've worked on these BG 55, so I got 2 to work with. Bulb broken on this one as well, no cover. I'm guessing the recoil needs some oiling. It's not bringing it back all the way, but it does feel like it has compression. So this thing's been sitting around as well, really dirty, so I got to clean those up. $5 each on these. I wasn't going to pay a lot for them. They've been well used. Okay, that tank's empty and that's empty, and I'm getting that whiff of varnishy stink. Both of these things are antiques. They've been sitting around a while. So then he had some a chainsaw I didn't take. He had this. I says, what about this? He said it's complete, but it don't have a primer bulb. It looked like a newer machine made in Vietnam, so I told him I'd take it. Date of manufacture 2022. Yep, 6-month, 14-day 2022. So it's not a very old unit. Doesn't look bad. So he said, yeah, I'll take that. Then he said, I got some Mower wheels. I said, I'll take them. I don't know what they go to, but they look like they were in good shape. Gear, drive. So the 2 stills, those were $5 each. I said, I'll give you 15 for everything here. I figured 10 for this and then 5 for the rest of the stuff was my pricing. The only thing I can snatch off of this is the Echo recoil. The tank's fine. Everything else has been snatched. No carburetor, no coil. The exhaust maybe, the fan's still there. And if I wanted the piston or whatever, I kind of blocked the plug hole and it feels like it's got compression, so I don't know why it was stripped down. Anyway, so that was my goodie pile. 15 for that goodie pile, 10 for those 2, and then 20 for Big Red, the Troy-Bilt. So I may degrease this right now, let the 80-degree Florida sunshine dry this out, and then go to work on it. Do the front end swap. I'll wash this down too and probably paint this black before I put it on. That way I don't have any overspray on the deck here. So that's what I'm doing today. Monday, fun day. Oh, FedEx is coming back down the street. He's making the other side of the street happy now. You guys have a good day. Appreciate you coming out. What do you think of the pile of crap I got? The second pile of crap, the mower, 2 blowers, still blowers, the home light, and the parts, Echo. Oh, guy across the street's getting tires. That's fun. Tip you waitress and wait staff. Adios, amigos. Thanks for coming out. Message me below or email me at tommy.time@yahoo. Show me what you're working on up north. I know it's still cold. Coming to Florida, spring training, spring break. Bike week started Saturday, so you can still make it to Daytona if you want bike week. And spring training's in full force. There's a spring training field every 50 miles, it seems. Come down and see the Baltimore Orioles in Sarasota. You got the Pittsburgh Pirates in Bradenton, Detroit, Tigers, Lakeland. They're all over the place. See you.